Welcome to Quick Shots, a short format traditional archery podcast, where we introduce you to some of the world's most influential traditional archers, and occasionally, some random dudes. Help keep this content ad-free by supporting us on patreon.com/archerygeek. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, archerypass.com, for all your traditional archery needs. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Quick Shots. I'm your host, Mick Chambers. I'm here with Layla Wright out of Mississippi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. Why are you on the show? I'm just kidding. Because I asked you to be on the show, and I'm like, okay, so this is a public apology. I asked Layla to be on the show yesterday, and I didn't show up. And that is so embarrassing. I want to publicly apologize for that. And to my people who watch this show, because you should be on. And so I'm loving your Instagram. I'm loving everything you're doing on Instagram. I'm stalking you over there. And so I saw you and I thought, yeah, be perfect. Promoting traditional archery out in Mississippi. What could be better? And you're a hunter, correct?
Yes, first and foremost.
Okay. I seen you hunt, but I have not seen trad bow hunting.
I do, but
Do you?
like I've only killed, yeah. I do, yes. So
Okay, good.
I mean, maybe it don't show. I haven't. The last thing I killed one last year, actually, a nice buck, my biggest buck ever. Yeah,
Wow, okay.
with my longbow. So you'll have to stalk me a little bit more.
I know I'm not that
Find
good
it.
at. Maybe I'm not that good at it. But you know what? I'll put a picture up here where you got that. Hopefully you got that picture somewhere you can send over to me. So hey, welcome back. We had a little bit of a
Yes.
technical difficulty, and Layla dropped out, but now she's back. And I was just explaining it's not the first time this has happened. It's not our first rodeo on this one.
Mm-mm.
So do you typically have problems out there, with your internet? Or?
Oh yeah, I do. It's a beautiful day here, beautiful, and I don't understand why. It's just our provider.
Let's jump into this before I lose you again. I don't want to lose you again. Okay, all right.
Okay,
So give us a little bit background on you and who you are, and like how did you start traditional archery? How did you get into it?
okay. So my husband got me into it. Really, I met him. He hunted. I like hunting. I never did though. I didn't have anybody to go with or where to go or how to shoot a gun or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I got into hunting with him, a way to spend time together, that sort of thing. And he also he bow hunted with a compound. And then he got sort of bored with it, not excited about it anymore. So he wanted to get into traditional archery just to get that excitement back. And he did that, and I started bow hunting with a traditional, but I mean with a compound bow too, and we hunted together like that. And then he started the traditional, and I was like, well, heck, I can do that too. Yeah, so I got a bow. I bought it from Big Jim, just a used 1970s old Bear Kodiak, just or maybe it's a Grizzly. It's old
Yeah.
anyway.
Yep.
But I started shooting with that, and then so that's how it started.
Wow, that's
But I didn't hunt at first with it because I wasn't shooting very well at all.
so was it intimidating at all for you? Is it?
It's no, I wouldn't
No.
say that. I like the challenge of it and
Okay, so
trying
it
to be
wasn't.
better.
It's mostly guys though. Like when you went out to a local club or whatever, didn't you feel like there was a lot more dudes than there was ladies doing this, and you didn't
Yeah,
care?
there's ladies too,
Huh?
but I'm kind of a I like I like I like what guys like to do. I like hunting and fishing and being outside. I just and that was it just didn't bother me. I like to do those things.
So how long ago was that?
Once we talk more and you get to know me, you'll understand.
Okay. So how long you been? What did you say? How long you been doing this for?
5 years.
Well, 5 years.
This year makes 5 years I've been shooting traditional. Yeah.
Okay, and are you still using that same old bear?
No, I'm not. I've got several bows now. I'm actually on this last year. This year, still this year. This year I actually got on to Three Rivers Pro Staff
Okay.
and got a tomahawk.
Okay.
Kiska, I chose the tomahawk instead of I wanted a longbow. I don't know why. I mean, I shoot a recurve better than a longbow. But I'm just drawn to the longbows for hunting purposes. I don't know. It's just I just always pick that.
And what about, and so I've been seeing a few pictures of you in competition too, and you've been doing well there.
Yeah, I'm not Team USA better, good, whatever, but I do all right.
Okay, well, tell us about a little bit about it. What have you done?
Well, this year, I did go to the IBO World Championship in West Virginia, and I got second place with my second place with my both were with my longbow, second place in the bow hunter, third place in the longbow with wood arrows.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Like I cannot, and congratulations. That makes
Thanks.
you, well, that makes you one of the best in the country. Like seriously, at longbow, female longbow, right? Don't
Yeah,
be so
I got a
shy.
long
Don't,
way. I've got a long way before I'm Joella.
no,
but
well,
but I
Joelle's,
listen to what she tells me.
yeah,
I listen to a lot of her guidance. Yeah,
right.
she's good. Why not listen to her?
Yeah. Chris is really good too. I don't know if you've
Yes,
shot
and
against Chris.
I've shot with her, through with her, a few times actually. She's so sweet.
She's nice. She's super nice. She's super nice.
Yeah.
They say we have the same eyes, me and Chris. I don't know why. It's weird. It's a weird thing, but we
I
were.
guess I have to see you standing side by side.
Well, I got pictures on my Instagram of us, like side by side pictures of us in our hunting gear, with, and anyway, it's a long story. Anyway, it's boring. But more about you. So, um, how did you get into competition? Like, I mean, is that something you always want to
Well,
do?
that's what we started. Okay, so the first year that my husband started shooting traditional, we went to the Howard Hill actually
Yep.
at Tannehill, and to meet with, we'd never, we just hadn't been around traditional people, shooters. So we went, he met somebody online, and so we met up at the bow shoot and showed us around, and we're looking, and he didn't even shoot. I didn't even have a bow yet. I was just like following around, just listening, just hanging out. And anyway, so we got to talking and just watching, and uh he he didn't even shoot. He brought his bow. He didn't even shoot that first year. I was just watching him and learning from him and from everybody else, and watching him learn. And then the next year, I decided I wanted one. So we were at the 3D. There's so many people there. They're so helpful, and so 3D was a way to learn how to shoot one. I guess. I mean, we didn't know. It's like, what do you do? How do you aim? And everybody's like, you just let it go. Just
Ah,
figure it out. I mean, there's no good there, put your anchor points and all that, and then just shoot. And it just takes repetition and learning the bow and learning your body, and you'll get it.
so it's a good segue into what is your. I want to go back to your gear a little bit more too in a second, but I just want to segue into um, what is your shot process now, and how. I mean, you're a little bit coy at the beginning about your skill level. If you're shooting if you're shooting up there second, third places in the traditional events, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. And not, I mean, that puts you in the top 10 of like all over the place. It's just so great to see you doing so well. And so that's why I was like, I don't think I've ever heard of you before. And no offense, it would like not. I want people to hear about you. That's why you're on the show, and follow you, on Instagram, and because I think that's an amazing career you got going on with your trad archery. But what is your shot process? How are you doing so well?
Well, I don't know. I just try to stick with the same anchor points every time. Try
Okay.
to hold it, and I don't know. I like a little bit heavier bow,
Okay.
because I like that. To me, it helps me keep my back tension a little bit better. I don't know. Well, I
Like,
guess I
wait,
don't
let me help.
understand.
Let
Like,
me help you out.
where do I
Okay, so
anchor?
no, let me help you out with that question because this is a tricky one. But okay, so
Yeah.
when you get to the steak and you've got I don't know, you got a doe out there, like 18 yards away. What do you think? Like mentally, what are you thinking of?
Oh, well, I mean, I shoot instinctive. I
Oh,
don't know yardages. I don't try to know yardages. I know I should probably, and I would maybe be a better shooter if I would get into that a little bit more and
yeah.
pay attention to that. But I just get up there and kind of say, it feels right to hold it right here. I don't know. And just repetition doing that.
Okay.
I
All right.
don't want to, I mean, I don't stream walk. I don't gap shoot. I just kind of look at it and let it go. But that's why probably I'll have some that I miss completely and then some that I hit just great.
But when
And the longer shots are harder for me because of that as well. I
well,
feel
and
like.
you're shooting trad gear too. It's a little bit more, it's more difficult, and wood arrows too. It doesn't help out. So you get up there, you get up to the stake. You're not thinking about yardage then, so you don't have that to worry about. You're just thinking what feels right. So you set your bow arm, you knock your arrow, you grab three fingers under, or you split finger.
Three under.
So three under, so
And
that helps you to keep that arrow in your sort of peripheral, right? As you pull back. What's your anchor look like? Where are you anchoring?
okay.
All right, we're back. We're back again with
Hey,
Layla. This is like my 12th interview with her today. It's
I know commercial breaks, right?
yeah, we'll slot in commercial breaks there. That's funny. Anyway, so I'm gonna probably cut out that whole other one we just did with the iPhone. But you've been showing me your tattoo. Let me see your tattoo again. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
Yeah.
That is that's dedication to see that's the dedication to trad archery that I love to have on the program. I love to have people that are that into trad archery that they get a tattoo. I
Mm-hmm.
got zero tattoos, zero, 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 zero. So I'm thinking about getting something trad archery. I'll have to think about it.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's.
Yeah, that so it's showing off. That's awesome. That's kind of a lot of the Olympic archers have that same tattoo. Very similar. So it's
Yeah, I've seen it a lot. Now that I have one like that, I see it a lot. I'm like,
yeah.
really? Okay. But I love it. It's something I'm never going to stop doing. It, I,
Yeah.
you know.
It's a dick. So sorry, where do we leave off? We left off on your
Okay, we
shot
were
process.
talking about my shot process. So stand up to the stake,
Yeah.
just point and shoot, instinctive. I don't think about yardages and that sort of thing. I do shoot three under. I just see my arrow kind of in my peripheral vision, I guess you'd
Yeah.
say, kind of put it, but I don't close an eye. And I don't know if it's because I wear contacts or what, but I see two arrows. I don't know. I just see two. So I just kind of, and they're blurry. So I just pick one. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that I mean that is a valid form of shooting. That is, and you've killed animals with that. So that
Yes. This year I've killed went hunting in Missouri and, uh, or I guess that was last season, hunting
yeah.
season. Year ago, actually, just yesterday, I think. Um, I killed my biggest buck ever with a trad bow, with my longbow, just sitting on the ground in like the bushes, and everybody laughs at me. And when we did it, and I made that decision, I'm gonna hunt off the ground. Everybody's like, "You can't do that, Layla. Not in that spot." And I'm like, "I'm just gonna give it a try," because climbing just didn't feel. Being up in a stand, all those stands were set up that this place we were at were set up for compound, and my longbow was just hitting things and I was like, I'm just going to get a chair and I'm just going to sit in these bushes over here. And I did. And then I killed one there. Everybody's like, I'm going to try that too. And then they got one the same way. So it was
Wow.
fun. It was cool. It was really cool. You'll have to find that picture. I'll send it to you or something because that was cool. That was a nice deer. And it was only like 12 yards from me. Like we were face to face, pretty
That's
much.
perfect. To be that
Yeah.
face to face, like 12 yards away, that is the once that happens to you, yeah, you're a trad bow hunter for the rest of your life. I mean, 12 yards away, making a kill on a big buck like that, just was he snorting or anything? Or
No, he was just he just looked up at me. He seen me move, I drew back on him and he just looked at me and I looked at him and there went my arrow. It's real fast. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. And
Yeah.
then, so you've had success hunting, you've had success target shooting. Is there anything else that you want to tell us about that you excel at?
That I do well at?
Yeah.
I think I make good wine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. Okay, great. You
Yeah,
do.
I mean, but that's not sport.
No, that's
I'm
funny.
really
Okay,
not a
let's talk about that for a
sports
second.
person.
Why do you make wine?
Because I like to drink it.
Okay, yeah, no, I get that. I get that. But like, why not just buy it?
I don't know. I really like eating things that I kill, growing food that my own food. And wine. It's just making something. I made it. There's no junk in it. I know what's there. I even
Mhm.
have chickens, so my eggs. I know where they come from. Like I like to know where my stuff comes from. So I was like, let me just try some wine. I just felt like doing it, I guess.
No, that hey, you know what? That's all valid reasons. It's all very, it all fits in with that trad mentality, right? It's like do things from the basics up, right? It's like don't give me all these wheels on a boat. Don't give me, helpers and aids. I just want to do it all myself so I know what I'm doing. I have control over it. And I think that that's a very traditional archers kind of experience and what we like to do. We like that stuff. I don't personally. I'm very foo-foo. I'm very foo-foo. I like to buy good wine and like go and spend money. I like to spend money and I don't make a lot of stuff. I mean, I do love eating, venison when I shoot a deer and that, but yeah, I don't. And eggs too, I buy from the grocery store. But that's kind of neat. So you got enough property land out there that you can have some chickens and
Chicken garden, yeah.
grow your own
Horses. I
vegetables.
have horses, but they're just pasture pets.
What does that mean? I don't know what that
They
means.
just eat the grass. I don't ride them.
What do you do with them
they're
then? You
just
just,
they just they just out there to look pretty.
oh, that's nice. No, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you would
I
do with
guess if
them.
I got hungry enough, I could eat them.
Oh no. I gotta have to edit that out. We can't be eating horses, can we? It's gross.
I'm kidding. I'm
I know.
kidding. We just eat the deer. And I did go like I killed a couple hogs this year with my longbow. So, I've been eating a lot of sausage from
Re-
that.
re-
Yeah. We went
really?
to
So
Oklahoma. Yeah.
I've
Hog
done that.
hunting.
I've done that too. I've done hog hunting in
It's
Oklahoma.
fun.
It is so much fun. It is so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
What ranch did you go to, or did you go on your own?
Shiloh.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but we could put it up or
There's
something.
a lot of them up there, I think.
Is there?
Over there. I think so.
Okay. All right. So getting back to it. What so you've had some success. So what would you say to someone who's getting into the sport? What would you say to them? Actually, you know what? We'll get to that question. Tell us about your equipment first. I want to know
Okay.
about what equipment are you shooting? You gave us a little bit of a hint of what it was before, but it sounds like you got a few bows. So why don't you tell us about you know what kind of bow it is, what kind of arrows are you shooting, your hunting setup, your target setup, that sort of thing. Just let's run through that. I'll give you some cues if you need to a reminder, but go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so I shoot the Tomahawk Kiska from Three Rivers. That's my longbow. And I've been using the wood arrows from, they're called Blue Jays that Three Rivers sells them. Really like those. I had some traditional onlys that I was using, and then I was also using some Black Eagles, Black Eagle vintage, and then I have some Black Eagle Instinct. But those Blue Jays, those wood arrows just fly so much better out of my Tomahawk. So that's what I and I learned that because I learned that at IBO, if you're going to shoot a longbow class, you got to have wood arrows, or you got
Correct.
to do like modern longbow or something. They got so many classes. So I was like, well, I have to have some wood arrows and I need them now. So I ordered them from Three Rivers and I love them. Like I'm going to get some more. I love them. They look really pretty too. With my bow, I thought the colors were pretty. but because it's got to look good,
It's got to look good. Yeah.
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 So and then my recurve that I shoot is it's a it's a Samick Discovery
Okay.
riser
Yeah.
ILF, and then my limbs are the Uka 1000s.
Yep. Yep.
I have
Yep.
those. Yep. And the arrows I used for that bow are Predators by Carbon Express 800 spine.
Okay.
Um,
What weight are you
but
pulling back?
uh, those Uka limbs are 36 pounds. Now I only have a 25-inch draw.
Okay.
So I guess what, 32 pounds?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But now my tomahawk is 40 pounds. Um, and I hunt it. That's what I killed those hogs with. I hunt with it. So I want what I shoot 3D mostly to be also my hunting setup, because I want practice. 3D is my practice.
Okay.
During the year when we're not hunting.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of good at it, and I win sometimes, so that's a cool thing too.
It absolutely is. It's a good motivator to go out there and win, tournaments and stuff like that. So
I'm kind of competitive. So
are you really?
Yeah, just a little bit.
So who's a better shot? You or your husband? Who's better?
He is actually, but good. I'm a girl, so
Yeah.
I don't shoot. I mean, his bow shoots straighter, flatter than mine. So
does it? Okay. So is he he's a trad shooter now?
Yes.
Okay.
He doesn't even own a compound anymore.
Oh, good. Oh, that's good. I don't know if it's good or not, but it's great to hear that
he just laid it down. He said, "This is what I'm going to do."
Okay, cool. And does he shoot longbow as well?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you guys keep it.
We have all of it. We also made our own bows this year, and that's my hunting setup this year, is my self bow.
What? Where'd you do that? In Oklahoma?
No. So we've got a very good friend. His name's Malcolm Parker, and he builds bows just for himself and friends, not for sale or anything like that. But over the supervision of him, he just, do this, do that, and we actually have all sister bows from one tree that we split and made into bows to hunt with this year.
So those are Osage?
So that's my new thing. That's my new thing, Osage, yes. My brother made me a shaving bench. So, and in I just had a birthday, and my husband made me a tillering tree.
Yeah.
So I'm in the process of getting all the things. Watch out, Tony Tall.
I know Tony.
I'm just kidding. I'll never make bows as pretty as his, but I'm gonna try.
Shiloh makes bows too. Shiloh Butts. I don't know if you know him.
Yes, I know who he is. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think Shiloh makes bows. Tony is supposed to come on my show. If you know him, can you tell him to get on my show?
Yes.
But that's funny. So that's great. So you're actually shooting off there's no shelf on those bows?
Oh no, I put a shelf on mine.
Okay.
If you'll look at my post, you'll see my bow, because that's what I'm hunting with this year.
You're just making it harder and harder on yourself. I don't understand
it's that. It's fun. I like that. I like that challenge.
And do you know what?
Like when I practice, I'll sit out there, and if I'm shooting bad, I'll stay out there till I was like, I'm not quitting until I group these arrows in a tight group, and then I'll go in the house.
Do you know you don't fit the persona of like a traditional archer? Like you don't, like you sound like a traditional archer. You just don't look like one. I don't understand. I don't get it. I mean, there's a lot of people. I mean, it's just the art is it used to be just like, rednecks from like down south, but now it's
wearing
like
flannel
or that there was the two kinds. I was gonna get to two kinds. So you got those down south guys that are making the Osage bows, and then you got the up north guys that are wearing all their flannel and stuff like that. And it's changed. The face of it has changed, and I think because one of the reasons I like to have you and other women on the show is that it just shows that, you know, you don't need to be intimidated to do archery. It's not that difficult to do, but it does help when someone that looks and acts like you is on, you know, doing it so that you can get, you know, some guidance. And so
Mm-hmm.
I think, you know, it's really important for people to see like people like you doing really well at it. And then they can kind of relate. Because I think, you know, I would be intimidated. I think I would be intimidated as a female going into a club that's all men. And I know we touched on it and you said, yeah, no, I'm not worried about that. But you are kind of a little, I'm starting to understand you a little bit more. You're a little bit more tomboy than most. But that's in your dedication, commitment, and saying like, I'm not going until I get all my arrows of what's. I've been there. Oh my gosh, I've been there so much.
I get mad. I'm like mad at myself. Like, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get it. And then I'll stop.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's great. No, it's great spirit to have. Do you have any words of advice for people who are getting into the sport though?
I would say learn all you can out from everyone else, the experienced ones, the good ones. Shoot through with them. Ask to shoot through. Everybody in this sport is so helpful and wants you to be in it, you know. So just ask to shoot with Joella. She'd be happy to, you know, or Chris, or you know, just be around people that shoot good. Shoot with them. Don't be intimidated by them. Learn all you can, all their different ways. Try them. Find what works for you. You know, some people, you know, there's a big argument about tabs or gloves. Just whatever you shoot good with, you know, just try it and don't give up.
Yeah.
And don't fall in love with your arrows.
That's so true, right? I mean, you're gonna break a few arrows.
You're going to break them or lose them.
Yeah, you break.
So don't fall in love with them. They make them and sell them every day.
It sounds like you shouldn't fall in love with your bow either because you have quite a few.
Yes, and I actually I got in at the IBO. I got a Lancaster archery gift card. So I used that money to buy me just a cheap little bear bow. I've still got to put some things on it and learn it. That's a shooting style I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
So, but I want to try it because I don't have one. So I bought that, and with my gift card, I still got to add, like I said, some stuff to it, and then just get out and shoot it. But I'm not doing that during this hunting season because I'm just trying to focus on just shooting that self bow and being good at that self bow. So, you know, just lots of practice. So when my heart's beating out of my chest, I just go to what I know. You know, my body does all the things.
That's amazing. What would you like? I'm a hunter, but it sounds like you're a more successful hunter than I am. So how can I get better at hunting?
Uh,
Like I want to be as good as you. I want a big buck. I have not shot a buck yet.
you got to get out there. You've got to just be out there a lot, you know. Which I can't. And my husband will tell you this. I'm just lucky.
That's good.
I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky. I just see deer a lot. I don't hunt. I don't hunt probably as much as some other people do. I just and I have a good husband that sets me up good too.
That's good. That's
So
nice.
yeah.
I th-
So
I think that is a really good point too, to have a spouse that supports and helps you along your way.
mm-hmm.
And it sounds like you
Yeah.
guys are competitive with each other probably a little bit.
No, he's not competitive at all.
Like I mean
I am with
between each
him.
other.
I'll be like, I
Between
beat you, and
yeah,
he's like, I
between each
don't
other.
care.
Yeah, between each
He
other.
doesn't care.
You don't care? You don't care?
He
Okay.
doesn't. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. I care.
um all right. So if people want to follow you and they want to see this story of your life and how you've moved from I think you have some compound pictures on there, but then you're moving into this trad bow. You started, you know, you got a recurve, now you got a bear bow, you got an Osage self bow, you've got like this incredible trad journey. Where can they follow you?
Oh, they can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I think it's all just my name. Yeah,
Okay.
Layla Wright, Layla Carter
Layla
Wright.
Layla Carter-Wright. Okay, well, thanks very much for
Mm-hmm.
being on the show today.
Layla Wright 77.
Layla
Yeah,
Wright 77. Okay.
I think that's Instagram.
I'm looking. I'm gonna check it here.
I don't look at that much.
Okay, I don't know. Where are you, Layla? Because I wasn't messaging back and forth, but I think I did not. We do it on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know on Instagram then.
But Facebook mostly because I'm not really on Instagram much. It just automatically posts to Instagram.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay. Thank you again for being on the show. Really appreciate it. That's great insight. And, you know, it was a pleasure to meet you. It really was.
Yeah, sure. Sure thing. And I'll talk to Tony.
Yeah, talk to Tony. And I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you down at the Trout World sometime. And
maybe I'd like to venture into that a little bit more. I'll just do the one world shoot every year, and that's it.
Yeah, that's good. That's enough. That's all you need to do. I mean, you don't want to mess up your hunting mentality.
Yeah, hunting, and then because if I had to choose between 3D and hunting, I would be a hunter.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think all of us would. I think we just do that as not all of us, but for the most part, we like to hunt, and that's why we do 3D and
a lot of. And but there's a lot of people that just like 3D. They don't even hunt, and that's cool too.
Yeah, 100%. Whatever you choose to do with your trout archery skill, do that thing. But like you said, right, just get into it and just do it. Sort of.
Don't give up. Just don't give up.
Don't give up. It's not easy though, is it?
No, it's really not easy. What I know, I'm going to say this too. What I love is to stand up against compound shooters because we got friends that shoot compound, and then I'm drilling the target and then they're not. You know, that's pretty cool. And I'm like, you should just go traditional, you know. And I'm a girl, so
that's funny. But absolutely true. 100% true. They should all go. Everyone should be trad archer. 100%.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks very much. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, archerypass.com. They do all traditional. And you know what? The holidays are coming up, everyone. So go check out archerypass.com. Tons of traditional archery stuff. I know Layla, so I'm going to, because Layla's on the show, gonna also shout out to Three Rivers Archery. She's a shooter for them. Three Rivers Archery. I just got the catalog this morning. You know, it's my go-to usually too. I have a ton of bows from there. They do a great job. Jonathan over there is an amazing person. Great family-run business. So go check them out too. And thanks very much for being on the show. Thanks very much for listening. And we'll talk to you later. Hunt the good stuff.